8 o'clock, our party scoopers are here.
They're busy.
This is like a Christmas
it's like
for them.
day.
It's like
It is a work day for you guys.
It is work
It's
day.
election day.
All right, so let's break it down. We've been saying it a million times, but I don't think we can say it enough. Get out there and vote.
Be sure to vote.
Yeah, it's local elections. We're covering, and we just were briefly discussing because everyone's talking about first time ever city and school elections. But it makes sense. If you have more things to vote on, hopefully it draws more people to the polls.
Before this change was made, we would have voted for school board members in September.
Right.
And then turn around and do our local city elections in November. It makes no sense.
And November's the typical. It's the time when
It's
people
when
are
you're
used
thinking
to
about
voting.
voting.
You're thinking about the first Tuesday.
If I would skip an election voting, which is rare, it would be a school board because it just blow my mind. I'd be traveling. I wouldn't be thinking about it.
And you get home and you turn the TV on at night. Oh, I forgot to vote.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure that happens a lot. But this way, you're doing both at once today. And there's some important deals that are up for grabs.
No, there are, and maybe we should just run through some of the
Yeah,
races.
you guys lead the way. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, well, let's start with Des Moines. We have a race for mayor.
Yeah, that's
We
that's,
do?
That's, that's the biggie. And now we have 4 contenders. Is that correct?
We do,
Okay.
and Mayor County is running for a 5th term, which is kind of amazing.
Would that be a record?
It would be a record, yep. And he had 80% of the vote in his last
Did he really?
re-election, but he's got 3 challengers
He's
this
never had
time.
3 challengers before, has he?
I don't believe so. I think
Yeah.
it's always been one-on-one.
Now, the one you're seeing on ads all over the place and probably in your mail is Hatch.
Right, Jack.
Is he going to be his toughest
I
opponent?
think he's
or?
his main.
I think he's the best funded opponent, and if there is a surprise tonight, I would expect Hatch might
Would
be
be that
one of those
surprise?
surprises.
Okay.
People need
Here's
to
Jack
realize these are low turnout. It doesn't matter if you're talking Des Moines, you know, something in Ankeny or in Dallas County. These are low turnout elections, and so if you turn out and vote for him, your vote really does matter.
So it really, he could surprise a lot of people if he
Yeah.
gets a big contingency to show up
Absolutely.
and push that button or
if you
check
can
that mark.
change the turnout model a little bit, in
Couple
your
hundred
favor,
votes makes
a couple
a
hundred
huge deal.
votes. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So also in that race, Joe Grandinet, who's run for a few other offices, and Chase Holm, who's a young guy Army veteran.
Right.
In that race. And then we also have in the City Council Ward 2, that's Linda Westergaard
Right.
is the incumbent. Skip Moore, who previously served on the City Council, is in that race
familiar name.
along with Jerry Davis. So that should be an interesting one. Ward 4 on the south side, Joe Gatto is the incumbent.
Right.
And then we have Chelsea Chisholm Vargas has kind of run a spirited campaign, kind of supported by the Bernie group. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And Toya Johnson is also in that race. And then the at-large race, I think, is kind of the big question mark because we don't have an incumbent. Chris Coleman decided not to run again.
Step away, yep.
So in this race, we have Marlu Abarca, Marco Battaglia, who's run under the Libertarian Party before, Jackie Easley, who's pretty well known in the community, Sheila Nopla Odole, Marlon Mormon, who has an aggressive billboard campaign going, Ethan Standard, and Carl Voss. And I think Carl Voss probably has a leg up in this.
Oh, really?
Just because he's been advertising and he's raised probably more money than anybody else. But I think that one's wide open. And the challenge is going to be with that many candidates, does anyone make it without a runoff? So we could have a runoff in that race.
Okay, and if that would happen, how soon would we have a runoff?
I think that's next month.
Okay,
Right.
they turn around real quick and do that.
Yeah.
But you mentioned about the low voter turnout
Yeah.
here, and we really need to try to do something to try to correct that.
Look, the government closest to you impacts you the most, whether it's taxes, whether it's, I mean, you elect a mayor, they're gonna, impact who's on boards and commissions in your city. So when you go there, it's one thing when you're young or you don't own property or anything. But I remember, I was a first-time property owner, and it's like all of a sudden I have to go in front of my city and I'm trying to get a variance for a fence, right? And then you're like, oh, these people really matter, and like, well, who appoints that guy? And then you're like, then it all makes sense to you. So this is the government that you have to work with when you're in your neighborhoods. I mean, Look, I live up in Ankeny, and I came home one day and there was all these X's on my sidewalk, and so I called this. I'm like, what's going on? They're replacing the sign. you want a good relationship with your city, and so the mayor will set the tone in those towns. I think Waukee is going to have a new mayor at the end of the day.
Waukee will have a new mayor.
And so those are big changes. But even city council makeups matter a lot too on what they're. A lot of things will stay the same, but this is the government that'll impact.
I was just going to say, how much do we see much being rattled over this election? Or, as we've pointed out, it's up to you how much you get out and vote
well,
today.
and
That
also
can make a
school
difference.
board. Let's not forget about these school
Right.
board races, because you want to talk about something impacting your day-to-day life.
Absolutely.
Is your school district, and so there's some competitive races. Be sure to check Google and figure out who the candidates are on the ballot.
It's always interesting to me that a lot of these elections today are nonpartisan, right? But then
all of them.
They all are, except then I am seeing, whether it's on social media or in my mailbox, it's like, hey, these are the Republican candidates. Hey, these are the Democrat candidates.
Yeah.
And so
The ones that they support,
I
or-
almost wish, it's like they are nonpartisan races, but at the end of the day, they still are. And I think they're becoming more and more partisan. And so I think we'll.
You think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I don't think it's a great thing, but I think it's reality. And I think at the end of the day here, we could look at some of the suburbs and see what type of person gets elected, wins these races tonight, and it might tell us a little bit about these suburban seats and what direction they're trending based on who wins tonight. So.
I know it's day of, but if people are seeing some names on a ballot and they don't maybe recognize or know what they stand for, is there still a way to do some research before you make your choice?
I think just go to Google and take a look. There are some candidate reviews in newspapers.
Right.
There's candidate websites. There's Facebook pages.
And you can go to your, like the Polk County auditor, Jamie Fitzgerald, has a great webpage. You go there, you can look at a sample ballot, and you could do some research before you go in.
So you know what
Love
you're
that.
voting
So you know
for.
what
too
And we
when you
actually
walk
do
in.
have his website we can pull up for you, because we're trying to show you today no excuses.
We
We
have
just
to get out
talked
there
to
and do it.
Dart that will give you a free ride. Well, there's Google there. We talked
Google
to Dart.
knows everything.
Google,
Just ask us.
Google does know everything.
Who should I vote for?
See,
There we go.
we asked it.
We talked
asked it, and there it is.
talked to Dart, who said they will give you a free ride to the polls, so no excuses there all day long, but no excuses on where your polling location is. We know the hours opened at 7 a.m. this morning, goes until 8, so hopefully that fits everybody's schedule. What do we need? Do we need to bring an ID? Do we need to, what do we need to make sure we have in hand so that we're ready to go?
Yep, you need an
photo
ID. Hopefully we get that changed, because it's kind of goofy, but yes, you do need an ID according to Iowa law.
Okay,
And
good
just
to
get
know.
out there. Hopefully tomorrow at this time we're going to be able to report, hey, a larger than expected audience turned out, larger than
That'd be
expected.
good. Hopefully
vote.
our audience
We'll see.
turned out in high
Yeah.
numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, we hope so.
One thing, we had this big event on Friday night. We really should touch
We
on.
did?
Oh, you
Yes.
did?
Yeah,
What was going
downtown.
on?
It was a shindig.
It was a shindig.
There were some pretty excited people all day long hanging out next to
Yeah.
Wells Fargo Arena.
Yeah, and considering it was 41 degrees and raining all day long
Right.
while all these people were outside. it
Okay,
was
here's a
pretty
question I
impressive.
have for you since
Yep.
we brought that up. Did anybody see one of the candidates stepping away before the actual event?
Well, we
Yes.
saw someone drop out of
Yes.
the race.
Beto
before the
should have
event.
dropped out on the stage. I would have.
Did you
Yeah,
anticipate
mic
that or
drop.
not?
I'm out.
No, that was the
I'm
big
out.
surprise that afternoon. I
Right.
was actually home getting ready to head back out, and
He had
I
to
saw the
take
announcement.
his Beto shirt off and put something on.
I didn't have a Beto shirt on. Although
Because I saw that even the signs were up.
they were full on, like
Yeah.
they were full steam ahead, and then they just made the announcement like literally in the afternoon. He did speak to the volunteers and staff at about 5 o'clock before the event started at the place that they had designated, right by the Women of Achievement Bridge.
Right.
Then they had kind of a little gathering at Bubba, I think, that night with everybody. Like, it's rough. I've been through this with candidates that have dropped out. It's not an easy time. And
Did anybody forge ahead? Was,
Yeah, say winner.
was it Pete Buttigieg like you thought?
Well, look, I think Senator Warren and Mayor Buttigieg had the biggest crowds in the room
Right.
by a lot. I thought they both gave really good speeches. I think they helped themselves. But Harris actually had a strong showing. I think Booker, of course,
Good speech.
gives a really good speech in a situation like that. I was a little surprised the Biden crowd was not as visible as the rest of the campaigns. And to be honest, Andrew Yang did a really nice job. And he's kind of sneaky impressive when you get all the candidates on the stage, and you're not expecting it because he's never been elected to office.
He's very interesting.
Yeah.
All right, more to come as we are less than a year away from your presidential
Countdown
election.
has begun.
But more importantly,
But it's election day.
local elections today.
Vote,
Please
vote.
get out and vote. Thank you, gentlemen, very much.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll have more to talk about next week. In the meantime, let's talk